Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been working together on Live since 2023, and viewers get to find out a lot more about the couple's personal lives each morning on the show as a result. The pair are known for being incredibly honest and aren't afraid to say what they think either. During May 21st's episode, the couple were discussing downtown Manhattan, which is notoriously known for its young, hip crowd. While Kelly thought that it wasn't that dissimilar to parts of the Upper East Side where the couple have lived for over a decade, and Mark had a contrasting view on their neighborhood. Everyone is young downtown, Kelly said, as Mark added, uptown is a little different. People have band-aids on downtown because they went out running and scraped their leg. People who have band-aids on uptown is because they are taking blood thinners and they can't stop bleeding, Mark teased as the studio audience erupted into laughter. You're closer to that, Kelly replied. I'm going to challenge you, she continued. When you go into Central Park, people running are also very fit. There are a lot of runners. If you get out of the park and go east, not so much, Mark replied. That's big talk from someone who lives in the very area you're disparaging, Kelly responded. Mark then joked that when they first moved to the area, he was mistaken for the dog walker due to being so much younger than the majority of the residents. All jokes aside, Kelly and Mark are clearly very happy with their choice of neighborhood, where they have been living since 2013. The couple raised their 3 children there in their beautiful townhouse, located a stone's throw away from Central Park. The $27 million, 7,796 square foot Upper East Side townhouse has been turned into their forever home, and Kelly recently told Architectural Digest that they had no plans to move again. We've moved several times in our lives, but no matter where we go, for me, this is my forever home, the star explained. When I walked in here, I was like, this is the final place where I will live. I love this house so much. She added, I don't want to sound morbid, but they'll have to carry me out of here feet first because I have gotten good and comfortable in this house. The 5-story home is a modern marvel, boasting touches of French and old Hollywood glamour, which Kelly revealed was inspired by the film Mommy Dearest. It has 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, an extravagant foyer that resembles a hotel, and an elevator to take the family up to their rooftop, which has its own bar. It's no secret that Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have a dynamic relationship, both on and off screen. From their playful banter to their undeniable chemistry, the couple has captivated audiences for years. But during a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, the pair opened up about something that wasn't all smiles and laughter, namely, their differing opinions on where they are living. And honestly, it was refreshingly real. A playful start. The live conversation. The discussion began innocently enough, with Kelly and Mark casually talking about their day-to-day lives, as they often do. It wasn't long before the topic of their living arrangements popped up. For the first time in a long while, both Kelly and Mark were on air, sitting side by side, expressing a point of view that, well, didn't entirely match up. Kelly, ever the conversationalist, started the chat by describing how much she enjoyed being at their family home in the Hamptons. She loves the quiet, the space, and the privacy. It's a peaceful retreat where she can recharge after the hustle and bustle of their careers. I love it here. It's so serene. It feels like a vacation every day, Kelly said, a smile stretching across her face as she gazed out at the studio audience. Mark, however, seemed less than convinced. He furrowed his brow and gave Kelly a look that didn't exactly scream agreement. Yeah, but I miss the city, he replied, leaning back in his chair as he casually threw his arms across the back. There's something about the energy of New York that I just can't get enough of. A lighthearted debate. What followed was a surprisingly candid exchange about where they preferred to live. Kelly argued that the pace of the Hamptons allowed for more space, both literally and mentally. She loves the fact that the area offers a slower, more grounded lifestyle, especially now that their children are grown up and out of the house. You can go for a walk without seeing anyone, and the best part is you're not running into anyone you know, Kelly explained, laughing. Mark, on the other hand, wasn't having it. You can't just walk around in a small town. It's not the same vibe. I miss the fast pace. I miss the hustle, he quipped, clearly enjoying himself. He elaborated further, admitting that he finds the city more stimulating, with its constant energy and opportunity. The city is where things are happening. It's like being in the center of everything: work, excitement, people. I just can't imagine not being part of that, Mark said with a shrug, smiling as if to say, I can't help it, I'm a city guy. The couple exchanged playful jabs, both making their cases with equal passion. The audience could feel the genuine affection they had for each other as well as the humor in their disagreement. It was clear that while they didn't see eye to eye on the subject, they had a mutual respect for each other's perspectives. Behind the scenes, Kelly and Mark's dynamic. For many viewers, this on-air disagreement was a refreshing glimpse into the relationship between Kelly and Mark. After all, most couples can relate to having differences of opinion on certain matters. The key is how they navigate those differences, and the couple's ability to do so with humor and understanding is part of what makes them so beloved. Kelly and Mark have been together for over 25 years. Married in 1996, they have had their fair share of adventures together, both professionally and personally. From their rise to fame as a power couple to raising their 3 children, Kelly and Mark have weathered all the highs and lows of life in the public eye. The fact that they can still laugh together, even when their views differ, speaks volumes about the strength of their bond. The Great Divide. What does this say about their relationship? For many, the conversation raised an important question. How do couples manage to coexist peacefully when their preferences clash so starkly? While Kelly and Mark's situation may seem lighthearted and even amusing, it's an example of how important it is for couples to communicate openly, and more importantly, to accept that not every issue has to be a point of contention. The couple's ability to laugh at their differences shows the strength of their relationship. After all, disagreements are natural. What matters is not whether you agree on everything, but how you handle those disagreements. In this case, the couple demonstrated that being able to have an honest conversation without taking things too seriously is key to making a relationship work. It's also worth noting that the couple's differing opinions are more about personal preferences than anything else. Kelly loves the quiet and tranquility of the Hamptons, while Mark thrives in the pulse of New York City. This isn't a case of fundamental differences in values or priorities, but rather a lighthearted reflection of how people can be shaped by their environments. It's a reminder that even after years together, couples can still grow in their own ways, with new preferences and evolving needs. What's next for Kelly and Mark? It seems that Kelly and Mark's living situation is still a work in progress. Kelly has admitted in past interviews that she loves the peace of the Hamptons, especially as she begins to enter a new phase of life, one without the demands of raising young children. Mark, on the other hand, still holds a strong connection to the city, and it's clear that his love for the urban lifestyle hasn't diminished. For the couple, this conversation may just be the beginning of a larger dialogue about what the next chapter of their lives looks like. The reality of balancing 2 careers, raising children, and maintaining a strong relationship in a city like New York is no easy feat. Perhaps the compromise lies somewhere in between the Hamptons and New York City, perhaps splitting time between both locations, or finding a new way to balance the best of both worlds. Fans react. Relatable and genuine. The audience's reaction to the conversation was overwhelmingly positive. Many fans took to social media to express how relatable the conversation was, with several pointing out how it's easy to see the genuine love and respect Kelly and Mark have for one another. In a world where many celebrity relationships seem curated and flawless, Kelly and Mark's honest discussion felt refreshingly human. Love how real they are. Everyone has different preferences, and it's nice to see them embrace that with humor and understanding, one fan commented on Twitter. Another wrote, "This is the kind of couple we all need to look up to." Disagreements are normal, but they handle it so well. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are more than just a beloved TV duo. They're a real couple with real differences. Their conversation about where to live might seem like a small thing, but it serves as a reminder of how relationships are built on open communication, understanding, and humor. Whether they end up living in the Hamptons, New York City, or somewhere in between, one thing is clear. Kelly and Mark's bond is as strong as ever. Their ability to laugh at their differences, navigate life's little bumps with grace, and remain a united front for their fans shows that their love story is far from over. Their honest discussion on live wasn't just entertaining, it was a powerful example of how couples can work through their differences and still come out stronger. It's no wonder their fans continue to adore them. After all, if Kelly and Mark can find the humor in their disagreements, maybe we all can too.